Alright guys, we're working on a GE washer here, older unit. We do have some water in the tub. Washer is not draining. It will spin, but it is not draining. So, here's a model number. Now, we're gonna pull start. If you take a listen, you can hear the pump. Pump is not doing anything. Now the unit will spin, but when you have a full thing of clothing, it is not going to spin. It's not going to spin because obviously it's full of water. So I'm going to show you what to check. Now to access the front on these GEs, it's a tab, usually about 5 inches. You push it in, pull, do the same, and you just pull it out, and we have access. All right. I was washing this thing, cleaning it up, so we do have some water on the inside. You want to be careful with these motors, the electronic motors, so you don't want to get them wet, and make sure you unplug before you do anything. And sometimes if you see any crap into that's your pressure tube, and that actually protects your washer from flooding. So if you see any black scum, you want to make sure you clean those out. You can use a Q-tip or sometimes even a drill bit. Just twirl it in there and pull it, pretty much extract any garbage that's in it. Or you can just replace the entire tube if it's really bad. So that's the drain pump right there. We're going to remove the top hose and 2 screws right there. I think they're 3/8, and we're going to basically half pull the pump out, and we're going to take those Phillips screws off, and we're going to check inside the pump. Usually there's something caught in there, and as soon as you do that, the pump will start to work and everything will be fine. All right, I'll take you along. All right, so 3/8. Make sure you turn the power off. Now, you're gonna have 3 screws. One there, one there, one at the bottom. Excuse me. One screw's out, so's the other, and we have the last one at the bottom. Okay, now if you're doing this in the house and your washer's full of water, you're gonna have to improvise and either drain the water, or you can get a radiator pliers. I'll leave a link, and you're gonna squeeze that hose, which is your tub to pump, and if you squeeze that enough, you should be able to squeeze and stop all the water. Basically, you're gonna grab it, okay, like a pliers, and you're gonna squeeze it flat, and it's gonna stop the water from flowing once you remove the pump. Because when you have a obstruction, once you remove the pump and you pull the obstruction out, it's going to let a lot of water out. So you want to make sure you have something to catch it, stop it, or take the machine outside. Have a lot of towels, so you want to make sure that you have something in place, otherwise you will have a flood. All right, so I am pretty much outside, so I'm not worried about it. So we're going to remove this last screw. All right, so I think we're free. So now we're going to basically just rock the pump, just pull it out. As you can see, lots of water. So whatever water's in the pump or tub is going to be coming out. That last screw is still tucked. A lot of water. Now imagine if the tub was full. A lot of mess, so just be mindful of that. And you can see we had a sock or something in there. That's what that is. Yep, sure is. Look at that. That can stop your pump. Now, if you see any of this crap, you want to get that cleared away. Just wipe it out. Yeah, you want to stick your finger or something in there, make sure nothing else is in there. Now, I know this pump is still good because I can hear it humming. Now, what you want to do, you want to make sure your rubber, which is your gasket or your seal, is nice and clean. So you can actually take it off, clean it, make sure nothing is built up on it, and clean around here on the housing, because all that stuff got built up before. So it used to be nice and clean, and this is where your sealing area, so you want to make sure that it's nice and clean. Make sure you remember where your screws are. If you took them out, you can always mark Sharpie so that when you insert it back, they're going to go back in the same position or location. So we're just going to take a minute, clean this up. You got to take the screws out. Like I said, just mark where they're at. All right, so before you add water, well, maybe I should say after you have put the pump back on, make sure you put the O-ring back. You want to just add just a little bit of water and pay close attention. Maybe just look for drips. Make sure the screws are nice and tight. And you want to make sure that you don't have any dripping or any leaks or anything coming from the pump assembly. All right, and once all that's done, we're gonna move up here, and right now we're ready to go. We do have some water in the tub, and we're going to put it on spin and drain, or drain and spin. You'll see the water coming out. And the machine is designed to spin once the water is drained. The reason for that, you have a pressure switch which runs all the way up, and the machine, if the pressure switch senses that the tub is full, it will not drain or spin. You can hear the shifter, the motor, changing position, and it's going to start to spin.